Get access to exclusive tutorials and take your paracord weaving to the next level by supporting this channel on Patreon. Link in the video and description below. Hey, what's going on guys? Tim here again. In today's video, we're making a couple of simple paracord cable organizers. So there's a couple versions here. One is super simple. It's good for small cables like, USB cables or maybe even headphones or earphones, that sort of thing. And we have a second cable organizer that's adjustable that can fit different sizes of bundled cables. And yeah, that's what we're doing in today's video. So I hope you guys will like it. And remember, if you're looking forward to get paracord and gear, check out those affiliate links down below. So to start the first one off, the simple one, I've got my piece of paracord. I'm going to loop it around my middle finger, and I'm going to make an overhand loop on the right side, like so. Lay it on top of the cord on the left. Bring that other end behind the cord on the right, and go over, under, and over. You can see those three cords there to make our carriage bend, like so. And next, I'm going to take the cord on the right. I'm going to bring it up and go past the cord on the top. Bring it through the middle. And you do the same on the bottom. They tend to want to go in that direction anyway. So bring it past that cord there, next to my middle finger, and then put it through the middle. So of course, we just tied the diamond knot very simply. And now it's just a matter of adjusting the length of that loop above the diamond knot. That'll depend on the size of the bundle of the cord or cable that you're organizing or bundling up together. So mine is about, I'd say about 2.5 inches, and that's going to work just fine for my USB cable. So I'm going to clip off the end, and again, I'm just going to take my lighter to it, give it a quick melt. And then I'm going to press it down with my knotter's tool, give it that nice texture. Okay, so that's the first super simple one done, really easy. And as you can see, it fits just perfectly around my USB cable, and it that kind of bundle of the cable kind of keeps the knot and loop closed there, like so. Now for the next one, I've got another piece of paracord. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to speed it up a little bit this time. Again, we're just tying the diamond knot. So tie that diamond knot, but this time you can keep the diamond knot closer to the top loop. Yeah, you don't have to worry about getting that diamond knot all the way to the bottom end of the strands. So just do the same process and tie the diamond knot. Now that I've got the diamond knot tied, I actually want to make that top loop as small as possible. So I'm going to start pulling on the cords, cords that coordinate with the top loop, and you're going to work that excess all the way through the diamond knot out to the other side. So essentially you want to get that diamond knot all the way to the very top and make that top loop, that closed loop, make it as small as possible. And when you get to that point, you want to try to make, you don't have to pull it too hard because that'll probably make the diamond knot come undone. But yeah, get it as small as possible because you need a bit of that tension there to keep the cable organizer closed. So for the next step, I've got my fid. I'm going to attach it to the tail end of that first strand of paracord, and now I'm going to feed it through that top loop that we made as small as possible above the diamond knot. All right, so just get it through that little loop there. If you don't have a fid, you can use hemostats or whatever. You can even just melt the end of the paracord to make it stiff enough to get it through that loop. And I did that for the first cord, and now I'm going to repeat that for the second cord. Let's get that second cord through, like so.
So
So at this point, you can, if you have enough paracord, depending on the piece of paracord you're using, you could tie another diamond knot, or just to keep it super simple for this example, all we're gonna do is just tie a super simple overhand knot. This cord I had was a bit shorter, so I didn't bother tying diamond knot, but you could tie a couple snake knots, you could tie any other sort of, stopper knot, the Matthew Walker knot, whatever you want. But just to make this last one super simple, I'm just gonna tie this kind of simple overhand knot, and I'm gonna tie it all the way at the very end of the two cords. And I'm just going to snip and melt it to make it nice and clean. So there we have it. There is the second adjustable cable tie or cable organizer. So now if you look closely next, you can actually make a larger cable organizer like the second one I did, and you can use it to bundle up your hanks of paracord. So again, there's the first simple one that we did, but for the second design, you can actually make a larger one and use that to bundle up your hanks of paracord. Just something I'm trying out, and as you can see, if you don't like that long tail end, I kind of just wrapped it around the bundle and then tied it simply around again, just tucked it underneath. Alright, so that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Remember, I do run a Patreon page to support this channel. If you guys want access to exclusive tutorials every month, feel free to check out what I have to offer on Patreon. And you can join all these wonderful supporters, as you can see here on screen, that have been supporting this channel to help it keep going. So a huge thank you to all my Patreon supporters, and a huge thank you to you, the viewer and subscriber, watching these videos. Hope you guys like this one. Feel free to try it out, and see you guys on the next video. Bye.